In this video, I will be going through the roles, or what I consider sub-roles or types, that each hero can be categorized by. By the end of the video, you should know the various types of heroes that exist and an idea on how each one may be used or picked in a team composition. Having knowledge of the sub-roles is super useful if you want to pick heroes that work well together, but also counter what the enemy might be trying to do. Alright, so if this video helps you out, I'd love it if you could send some love back by liking the video. And if you want to see more like this, hit the subscribe button and the bell to be notified when I post a new video. All this stuff helps support my channel and helps me to grow, and I really appreciate everyone who does that. So yeah, cool. Alright, let's go. So last week I explained the competitive positions or roles of each player and how this differs to sub-roles, which I'll talk about today. Now, the player position or role is more like a job title you might hold, whereas the sub-role is more like a task you perform within that role or job. This is how heroes are actually categorized within the game, and inside DotA itself, you can filter the heroes by clicking on the little icons and selecting from the different categories. Now, these categories are carry, support, nuker, disabler, jungler, durable, escape, pusher, and initiator. Each hero is assigned at least one of these sub-roles, but they usually have around 3 or 4, so just remember that heroes are versatile and can often be selected for different jobs. Now, while the heroes are classified in DotA by these filters, it doesn't mean that heroes that don't have these filters applied to them can't perform that role. For example, I consider Lina to be a pusher hero, as she can quickly clear waves and her high attack speed can shred towers very quickly, but she's not actually listed as a pusher hero. Alright, now let's get started with the carry hero. Now, I covered the carry position last week, but the carry class of hero is essentially one that scales and gets stronger compared to other heroes in the late game. There are typically two types of carry heroes, semi-carries and hard carries. Semi-carries usually have a reasonable start and scale well throughout the whole game. These guys generally have some form of crowd control spells, and they are usually picked when you want to end the game earlier rather than later, as they will be beaten by hard carries. Now, examples of semi-carries are Razor, Mirana, and Bloodseeker. Hard carries, on the other hand, are usually very fragile early game and can't do much without several items. They almost always need a babysitter or a very favourable matchup to be useful early. Now, late game, these guys will beat almost any other hero, especially if they are 6 slotted. Examples of hard carries include Anti-Mage, Spectre, and Terrorblade. A support hero generally does not rely heavily on items or gold. They are useful all game, but especially early game, as their spells are quite often much stronger than carry heroes and contain many disables. Some supports scale better than others and can almost be classified as semi-carries. An example of this might be Silencer or Morana, as these heroes can fulfill both roles. Other examples of support heroes are Crystal Maiden, Dazzle, and Witch Doctor. Nuker heroes are heroes that have spells which can deal large amounts of burst damage. These guys are ideal if you need to bring a target down fast, before they get a chance to cast their spells or escape. They are extremely useful with disabler heroes and ganks, as they can kill a disabled enemy before they have a chance to cast their own spells and get to safety. Many Nuker heroes are single target, but sometimes they may also have AoE abilities, allowing them to clear waves faster and push out lanes. Examples of Nuker heroes are Lina, Queen of Pain, and Zeus, but there are many more. The Disabler sub-role classifies heroes which have a spell that hinders the enemy. There are many different types of disables, including stuns, slows, and silences. Now, these guys are very useful in catching enemy heroes or controlling certain heroes in team fights, and thus are usually geared towards ganking or team fighting. Quite often, they will also be classified as initiators, as they have great potential to catch escaping enemies and hold them down until the team shows up to finish them off. Examples of disabler heroes are Lion, Shadow Shaman, and Clockwork Goblin. A jungler hero is usually one which can fight neutral creeps in the jungle from level 1 instead of going to a lane. Many jungler heroes can dominate a neutral creep to claim them as their own, or they can otherwise spawn their own controllable creeps to tank the neutrals. They may also have lifesteal abilities which help them to sustain the damage they may take. At the moment, this is not often a strategy used, as it reduces the strength of one of your lanes. Examples of jungler heroes include Nature's Prophet, Enigma, and Chen. A durable hero is one which can sustain high levels of damage and last longer in team fights than other heroes. Many of them are strength heroes simply because they have larger health pools due to their high strength gain. These guys may also have abilities which help them to replenish health or reduce incoming damage to help them survive longer. A durable hero is often also an initiator, as they are often in the middle of the action, tanking the damage inflicted upon them. They are great heroes to pick if you want to bait enemies into throwing their high damage spells on you rather than your squishier teammates. Durable heroes include Bristleback, Mars and Viper. Escape heroes have abilities that help them get to safety quickly. Many of them have blinks, teleports or invisibility abilities to help them escape. They are also often classified as initiators or pushers, as their quick movement allows them to get in and out very fast. These guys are extremely mobile heroes and great for split pushing, however they become vulnerable if they are locked down and caught. Heroes that can be classified as escape types include Anti-Mage, Ember Spirit and Io. Pushers, well, they do exactly what the title says they do. They push creep waves and damage buildings very quickly and are ideal picks if you want to end a game quickly before the enemy can come online. Their abilities generally include some sort of AoE wave clear, and they may also be classified as nukers, as their abilities can be used to damage enemy heroes or enemy creeps or structures quickly. Pushers are also very useful for counter push, as their wave clear abilities can shut down an enemy push. You may even split push lanes to force enemies back into defense and gain map control for your own team. Shadow Shaman, Tinker and Pugna are all examples of pusher type heroes. Now the last one on the list, the Initiator, is someone who is good at catching enemies off guard and starting or participating in large team fights. Often also classified as disablers, their abilities are suited towards jumping into battle to lock down an enemy or gain an advantage with the element of surprise. Many have large AoE stuns or damage and sometimes have powerful long cooldown ultimates. These are the guys you want to have in your front line to catch enemies and absorb damage while the rest of your heroes engage shortly after. Initiator heroes include Axe, Centaur and Puck. If you enjoy the video, make sure you hit the like button, and if you're new here, maybe subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. I upload every Friday, so make sure you also ring the bell to get notifications when these go up. Hopefully you got something out of the video, and if you think it might help someone else, please go ahead and share it with them. Let me know what your favourite sub-role is in the comment section below. Other than carry, I love Nuker heroes, as I love to gank enemies and snowball. Alright, thanks everyone for watching, I'm Blake Unlively, and happy gaming.